And we are live at the 2025 Powerlifting America Bench Press National Championships in New Orleans, Louisiana, presented by SBD Apparel, bringing out the champion in you. My name is Clint Poore.
And I'm Adriana Davis.
And we are here for the session 2 on day 3 of the Bench Press National Championships.
We already saw a ton of action in the first session, and the action is just going to continue in this one. We've got the men's equipped, all the junior lifters, and all the masters 2 through 4.
And we have got some phenomenal lifters in the masters 2 through 4 equipped divisions. We've got, just multitudes of IPF world champions. We've got some extremely well-known names, and we'll be going over them. And I feel honored to have Adriana sitting by me. But first up, our first lifter is the man that has headed up Special Olympics for the IPF in the past. The man from Maryville, Tennessee, Chip Holtquist, is opened up with 143 pounds on the bar. Chip brings it down, drives it home. Oh, Chip's going to have to actually put some weight on the bar for his second attempt.
He definitely is, and it seems to me that he did his opener without a bench shirt on, so without that equipment. That's a strategy that we saw quite a few times in the first session. Just because, again, equipment is so volatile, it's so susceptible to those misgrooves, those mishaps, so a lot of those lifters will come out, take their opener raw, just to get on the board and not risk a bomb out.
Well, here's our first lifter in his bench press shirt, Benjamin Clark. Benjamin Clark is a lifter with 95 kilograms on the bar, 209 pounds. He's a young man. He's in the junior division. What's his age?
He's just 18 years old, barely into the juniors.
He's got his shirt. He's pulling it down to the chest. Really good control on that. Ooh, that'll be a no lift.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Clint. I think that
the bar
is
came
going
down
to be
and
no
went
lift.
back up. Yeah, he'll get a blue card on that. The bar's going to have one continuous movement going up. It can't stop, but it can never dip. You'll see as it pops off the chest and dips down, and he pushes it back up. He's got to catch the bar and maintain the position, then go up. Up next, we have Zachary Montz. Zachary Montz is up with 120 kilograms, 265 pounds on the bar. This is Zachary's home state of Louisiana. Looks good and tight. His coach is talking to him. Hits the chest exactly where he needs to and drives it home with authority. Great,
absolutely beautiful.
Great opening lift for Zachary Montz.
Again, with the equipment, it is just so technical. You have to be so honed in. And it is impressive to see it from these younger junior lifters, just having that technique super honed in. He won the junior nationals back 2 years ago, and he's wanting to pick up another title today.
Up next is Troy
Wynn.
Troy Wynn is up next with 125 kilograms, 276 pounds on the bar.
There we go.
Good. Troy's might have some struggle. He's really going to need his first lift looks like it's going to be good, but he's got to make sure he gets that chest and abdomen pushed up higher to go get that shirt where it'll really give more pop off, because if you let your air out and sink down a little bit, it gets a lot harder to drive it off the chest. Up next is Dana Rosenzweig. Dana Rosenzweig, the assistant coach for Team USA for Powerlifting America. He's up with 125 kilogram opening bench press. And Dana comes to us from Illinois.
And of course, as you said, he is the national team coach. He's got a ton of experience behind him, been competing since the 80s. Yeah. And you can see it in that lift.
That's how it's done.
Dana is an excellent lifter and a fine gentleman all the way around.
130 kilos for William Holloway.
Lifters have enjoyed having Dana as assistant coach or co-coach with Steve Petrensic, however they want to label it, for many years, and they work hand in hand like a hand in glove. Up next is William Holloway. He's opening up without a bench press shirt with 287 pounds on his opening bench press.
Competed at the World Championships last year in the Raw division. This is actually going to be his equipped debut here.
Interesting. And I didn't figure that'd be much of a problem for him.
And we almost say equipped in air quotes because he did open up Raw. We'll have to see if he runs back to the warm-up room, puts on the bench shirt, see where he goes in the second attempt. That's what makes it so exciting, you know?
Depends on how much competition he has. If he's got a lot of competition, he probably will. If not, he'll probably just stay with that groove and just keep working on being more efficient in his technique.
Yeah, I think he's looking like he could pretty easily take the title in the juniors. So yeah, that's what Bench Nationals is about. If you can easily take that title, you come out here, have fun, see what you can do in the equipment.
Well, up next is four-time IPF World Bench Press Champion Daniel Sides from Missouri. Daniel's opening up with 298 pounds on the bar. He is a fine gentleman. I've had the opportunity to be on Team USA with him several times. Great gentleman, fantastic bench presser. And that's pretty much how an opening equipped bench press is supposed to look.
Yep, it was a little bit wobbly at the bottom there. He got a little bit of a delayed press command.
Well, he's got to get it under control, make it motionless.
Yeah,
there you go.
Just took an extra second there to get that motionless, get that press command.
And if he'll pull back with his shoulder blades as he comes down, pull them extra tight, he'll be able to get that motionless even quicker. But if your shoulder blades are just a little loose, it will want to bobble there at times. Up next is the head coach for Team USA. He's been the head coach for many years. He is a two-time IPF World Bench Press Champion. And I've heard he's nothing but an all-around great guy. I kind of think so.
He was extremely nice to me in the warm-up room yesterday, coaching himself, doing all kinds of job this weekend.
And he is Coach Steve Petrensic with 303 pounds on the bar. Great job, Steve.
Excellent lift there.
Steve did a fabulous job lifting for his opener. Gets him on the board.
Take a look at how just refined his technique is. That's why he's a coach. That's why he coaches the national team.
He is a great coach. He is a great lifter. He's been around for 1 or 2 years. Up next is Andy Furness. Andy Furness's opening equipped bench is 353 pounds, 160 kilograms. Andy's another veteran lifter.
Been on the world stage many times. Placed second at the World Championships last year.
Brings it down to his chest. Now, I think he touched a hair high for a bench shirt, but it looked like it worked for him. He may have shirt dialed in a little bit looser, so you bring it down that high. Usually you want to touch about an inch or two lower than that and drive it up and back. Or maybe it was lower than I thought it was from that angle. But regardless, he did a great job.
Regardless, he got that opener in.
Up next is Michael Rodriguez, Masters 3 lifter in the 74 kilogram weight class. He's opening up with 380 pounds on the bar. Michael comes to us from the great state of Texas.
We love Texas.
Nice, smooth, controlled descent. And he drives it home to lockout. Let's see what the referees say.
3 white lights.
Good lift from Michael Rodriguez. Here's a great angle for this. Brings it down. Perfect spot.
Very controlled.
Right below the SPD logo.
Looked a little bit difficult for an opener, but that's kind of how equip goes. Still got it up, still locked it out. Just a little bit of work towards the top there.
And now we have a minimum of two-time IPF bench press world champion in the Masters division, Tom Sensich. His wife was the head referee in the previous flight, and here's Tom out here taking 175 kilograms, 386 pounds on the bar. Easy opening weight for Tom Sensich. And the referees give him 3 white lights for Tom. Great job, Tom.
Great start to the day. Placed on the podium at last year's Full Power Masters Worlds.
Full power for Tom?
Full power, and he also won the bench press world championships.
Did not know he
Does
was
it all.
doing full power. All right, up next is Thomas Tombler. Thomas Tombler is in the 93 kilogram weight class, Masters 2 division. He's opening with the same weight, 386 pounds on the bar. Thomas getting fired up and set up.
Thomas been competing a long while, but never on the international stage.
Really?
Could be looking to get a national team spot.
Well, he's in a position to do it. Let's see what happens. Pulls it down, nice and controlled descent. Perfect spot. Drives
Beautiful.
it home to lockout. Excellent technique for Thomas Tombler.
3 white lights. Yeah, just, again, fine technique.
Watch him pull it down nice and tight to keep his shoulder blades tight. Drives it off his chest. Never wobbles for a second. Straight to lockout. Great lift by Thomas Tombler.
And I mean, like we mentioned time and time again, that bottom half of the lift in that bench shirt, it's literally a back exercise. You're having to pull that weight down to your chest, fight against that bench shirt, and then get that stretch reflex on the way up.
Well, up next is super all-around great guy, the Chip Holtquist from Rocky Top. You'll always be home sweet home to me from Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee area. Chip Holtquist with 187 pounds on the bar.
Shout out Tennessee.
Oh,
Wow.
Chip put some weight on the bar.
He might have another 20
Yeah.
kilos in him.
Oh, he's easily got 20 kilos in him. Looking strong, the man from Rocky Top.
Beautiful work there.
Yeah, especially with a close grip like that. He looks excellent. Great job, Chip. Up next is Benjamin Clark. Benjamin Clark got 209 pounds on the bar. He's coming back. He missed this on his first attempt. So he's coming back with his 209. It's going to get him on the board with a good lift. Let's go, Benjamin.
Competed at high school nationals last year, held right here in the same venue in Louisiana. Now competing at bench nationals. Looking to get on the board.
Brings it down, really pulling to a good spot. Nice,
Here we go.
Nice. That looks solid to me, Adriana.
Think that should be good.
Benjamin Clark inches it up, but it was no leg.
Oh,
Oh, we got a replay of that one?
yeah, let's take a look there. He got 2 yellow cards from the center and side referee. I am not quite sure what that could have been for.
Well, the jury is looking at this one. They're asking him, I think, a similar question to us. If you look at the way they're nodding their heads. But we'll see what the jury comes up with.
Yeah, and it is a very contentious lift because, I mean, if he doesn't make that, he's completely relying on his 3rd attempt to stay in the competition.
Well, up next is Zachary Moss with 276 pounds on the bar. Really good spot for Zachary. Stayed tight. Ooh,
Stick with it.
I think they'll give that to him.
I think it should be good. And it is 2-1. It's a good lift.
Great job, Zachary.
Got 1 card for downward motion.
His right side. I don't know. I think it just kind of stalled out there.
Yeah, it has to be an infraction. The entire bar,
The whole
the
of the
whole
bar.
of the bar coming down.
I've
think
heard
that should
referees
count
say
for
that.
him.
Make sure it was the whole of the bar that went down. All right, up next is Troy Wynn. Troy Wynn's up with 135 kilograms, 298 pounds on the bar. Solid. Brought it down to the right
Ooh,
spot. Finish
stick
it,
with it.
finish it, finish it. There you go, Troy.
Beautiful job.
I think he's good to go there.
To the 1, it's a good
Oh,
lift.
called him for a little up and down. Interesting. We'll see what it looks like
Yeah,
from this
and
angle.
Once again, the bar can stall, as
That
it does
would-
there. I don't know, and these calls are so close. If it comes down by a quarter of an inch, a fraction of an inch, it's a difficult thing to call.
Well, up next is Dana Rosenzweig with 135 kilograms, 298 pounds on the bar for the assistant coach of Team USA.
Beautiful.
Nice. Way to fire those triceps. Dana blew it off his chest and upped her lockout.
Moved like an
Easy
opener.
second attempt.
He's
Yes.
got plenty of room in the tank there.
Up next is four-time IPF world champion Daniel Sides. He's up with 142.5 kilograms, 314 pounds on the bar. This is kind of like putting 3 plates onto the gym, 315.
It's a big milestone.
Yeah, Socrates once said, it's a shame that a man could grow old and never bench press 315 pounds.
Socrates did, in fact, say that. Check it out. Look it up.
That you find on your favorite meme online. It's Daniel Sides, 142.5 kilograms, 314 pounds on the bar. Solid attempt for Daniel.
Using those
Looking
triceps to finish out the lockout. Great job. 3 white lights. And he kind of did a similar thing to his opener there, where he gets it to his chest right there. It's a bit bouncy. Has to wait 1 or 2 extra seconds, but no big deal for him. He's got the strength.
Well, it's not like holding a pause at the chest and losing strength with a raw lift.
It's completely different.
The shirt holds it there motionless without losing any strength and lets you rebound right back off of it. Up next, with Team USA head coach with 152.5 kilos on the bar, 336 pounds is the man from Ohio, Steve Petrinzik.
Reigning world champion in the 66 kilo division. Now trying his hand at the 74s.
And he finishes at the lift. It looks clean to me, Adriana.
I think that should be good.
And the 3 white lights for the coach of Team USA. Great job, Coach Petrinzik. Solid lift all the way around. Up next is Andy Furness. Andy Furness is up at 177.5 kilograms, 391 pounds on the bar. And now he's got his bench press shirt on. I think he had it on his first attempt, too.
I do not quite remember, if I'm being honest.
Here we go. Andy Furness, 83 kilogram weight, Masters 3 division. 391 pounds for Andy Furness.
And that is going to be a close call on that press command.
Exactly what was going through my mind. This could be a close one. And the referees say no lift. Jump the gun on the press.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to see when that judge gave the press command.
Yeah.
But you saw what I saw. I think that was a good call
I
there.
think there's a little
from
more up
the
and down
referees.
there, too. They could have put yellow or blue on that one. All right, Michael Rodriguez is up with a Powerlifting America national record attempt in the Masters 3 bench press division, 74 kilogram weight class with 178 kilograms, 392 pounds for Michael Rodriguez for a Powerlifting America national bench press record attempt. He looks strong, pulls it down well, drives it off. Oh, Adriana, what would you say?
I'm going to wait to see the lights.
I think blue cards are coming. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's going to be a no lift. Take a look at that replay.
Watch, you can see it move go
Right
up.
there.
Yeah.
Just barely the bar went down.
Yes.
But he clearly has the strength for it. I imagine he could potentially repeat that on his third, come back, take that record.
I think he will probably do the exact attempt again. And this time, take home that national record. But up next is Thomas Tomler. Thomas Tomler's up with 185 kilograms on the bar, 408 pound. Thomas was solid on his first attempt. He's got the fire singlet on, the electric fire singlet. I always thought that was kind of cool myself. Thomas Tomler, 408 pounds, second attempt bench press. Takes the weight down to the chest. Drives it off with authority and sends it home.
Nice work there from
I
Thomas
believe he's
Tumbler.
got some white lights coming his way.
To the one, it's a good lift. And I shout out to SBD for the stream. We've got this beautiful replay we can check out. I don't think there was any downward motion there. I think that was a good call.
Well, the key for really, and I've heard a lot of people say this, is when you're watching it or learning about equip, is taking the time to learn about it. Because the lifts can look slightly different.
It is. My first experience refereeing equipment, it was very different than refereeing a Raw session.
Yes. All right, Tom's IPF World Bench Press Champion Tom Sensich is up with 200 kilograms, 441 pounds on the bar.
Stick with it.
Oh!
Just lost the strength there at the top.
At the very top. In the words of Hall & Oates, that was so close, yet so far away. Tom can come back and get it on his third. Just got to stay tight, drive that baby home to lockout. He was close.
He was extremely close, and that's the thing about equipment. It gets harder towards the top. You're having less of that stretch reflex from the bench shirt. You've got to put in, you just have to stick with it, honestly.
You got to keep driving.
Sometimes you run out of gas, but hopefully he can come back, and he's got plenty in the tank.
Up next is William Holloway with 551 pounds, 250 kilos, 551 pounds on the bar. In the Equip Junior, how young is William? 93 kilogram weight class.
William is 22 years old. Huge jump here. He opened up raw, put on that bench shirt. Let's see how the second attempt moves.
Well, he looks strong. I think he's got a really good shot at nailing this. He's a strong young man. How old did you say he was?
22 years of age.
Down to the chest. Hits it well. Oh, no. He flared his elbows a little too quick there. If you saw his elbows shoot back past the front of the bar, if he'd have kept them under, he may have been able to drive it off and send it home to lockout.
We could potentially see here.
Watch his elbows.
Yeah, was not able to, like you said, drive those elbows in, stick with it. Hopefully he can come back, hit that on his third attempt. In powerlifting, you cannot drop the bar down. So he's got to stick with 250 or go up from there. We'll see what he does.
Up next is Benjamin Clark. Benjamin Clark is up. He needs this lift to stay in the competition. 209 pounds on the bar for our 18-year-old Benjamin Clark.
So if ever you're unhealthy, now is the time, folks.
We got Rick Fowler on the microphone, the announcer. Is saying, encourage him, folks. Help him out and make some noise for Benjamin Clark with 209 pounds on the bar. Here we go. He settles in.
Oh, no.
I don't know where he's getting replaced at.
So the referees are indicating that his feet are not completely flat on the floor. He's still got 20 seconds to get that start command.
Okay, I'm watching. Oh, I see what they're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on the stream, but his heels are just barely up. He's got 8 seconds to get that start command.
Drive your heels into the ground, Benjamin. Drive your heels. There you go. Drive them in.
Gets that start command with 2 seconds to go.
Brings it down to his chest.
Drive,
there you go. Drive it. Oh, let's see what the referees say, Adriana. And good lift. 3 white lights. We'll just imagine that the announcers didn't say it really loud for Benjamin to hear to put his heels down.
That was, that's the exciting part about equipment. We saw that in the first session. And comebacks, redemption,
and
facing adversity, having to replace twice and still being able to get that lift.
And the side referees were both correct. The back of his heel was
heel
slightly elevated.
barely off
Really
the
good
ground.
call by the side referees. Well, up next, we have the man from Rocky Top, Tennessee, Chip Hultquist with 200 kilos, 221 pounds on the bar. Looking for a Powerlifting America event in Tennessee, Chip Hultquist runs them, and so does Nina Weston. Chip powers up 221 like nothing, and 3 white lights for the Chipster.
Great work from Chip, going 3 for 3, ending with that 100-kilo third attempt.
And
it looked like a good call there.
And he did what he wanted to do. He qualified for Norway, didn't he?
I believe so. Yes, he did.
Up next is Zachary Montz. He's taking a minimum jump of 2.5 kilos, 127.5 kilos, 281 pounds on the bar for Zachary Montz on his third attempt bench press. Zachary looks solid like an oak with that weight. Perfect spot. Drives. Oh, got it. Good. That's the difference. His second attempt, he struggled with it, but this one he hit the pop exactly right. Shot off his chest like a rocket.
3 for 3.
Watch this pop as it comes off his chest. He's tight. Hits it exactly right. Boom! Right off his chest. Catches the weight. Drives it home to lockout. Great job, Zachary. All right, up next is Troy Wynn. Troy Wynn's going 140 kilograms, 309 pounds, third attempt bench press. How old is Troy?
Just 18 years old.
So the OC could be his high school team.
Potentially so, yes.
And Troy comes to us from Wisconsin.
Oh,
that'd be a no lift. He's gone. That's what happens when you go outside of the bubble area and you can't control it. The weight's just going to roll forward in your stomach. That's the best possible thing because the spotters and loaders can easily get it and help pick it up. If you get it too low on the chest, it'll shoot back, and that's what we never want to see.
Yeah, and that's where his head came up to.
Yeah. And it'll do that. It'll pull you forward and take you right out of the bubble if you miss like that. All right, up next is Team USA, one of the Team USA coaches, Dana Rosenzweig. Dana's going for 142.5 kilograms, 314 pounds on the bar for Dana Rosenzweig. You know, back in the day, I think when we all started, he didn't have gray hair. Dana Rosenzweig, 314. Perfect spot on his chest, shoots it off. Oh, the right.
Oh my gosh. And I was about to say that was a good lift.
The left arm betrayed him at the top. Oh, he's going to be not happy with that. Had perfect technique. Watch his perfect technique. And that's the thing. He shoots off the chest like a rock. And his left arm goes, no, not today.
Not today. Just at the top.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Still goes 2 for 3.
And had a solid day.
Had a solid day.
Did he qualify for Norway?
Don't think he did. But he could potentially qualify for another international platform. There's going to be
he'll be in Norway as a coach.
He'll be at Norway.
And up next is Daniel Sides. Said it a couple times. He's a 4-time IPF bench press world champion. He's going for 147.5 kilograms, 325 pounds on the bar.
Last competed in Costa Rica at the Pan Americans.
And did very well there. Really good control of it that time. That was the best control he's had at the chest.
Oh my goodness.
Excellent lift by Daniel. Shot it up. The bar never went down. And it must have been something on the side we missed.
Check it out.
Let's see what we got here.
I see it. Barely that lift.
The right foot. The right foot
lifting
completely
off the ground.
He completely rolled the right foot.
Very good call there from the side referees. And that's the thing about being on these higher level stages. You're on the national platform. And he knows, of course, he knows. He's been on the world stage. There's going to be a stricter standard.
Well, the referees, when you're a referee, I'll speak for myself after Steve's lift. But right now, let's talk about Steve Petrenzik. Team USA head coach for the bench press team.
And I do
World
see,
champion coach. Super guy. Oh, I don't know what happened there.
oh, he's just adjusting his
Oh, he's
belt.
just his belt. Got his belt
See,
really tight.
He's experienced. He knows that.
And Steve's up with 353-pound third attempt for Team USA head coach Steve Petrenzek. He pops off the chest. Oh, just a bridge too far today.
Just a little bit too much.
Okay, well, when you're a referee, we'll go back to that. Steve, good job to Steve. He's a fantastic person. But when you're as a referee on especially side referee, you're seeing a different angle from the head referee.
For sure. That's why you've got 3 referees on the platform.
And when you see a lift, if the lifter's driving it easily, unless you see an immediate stop, you'll make sure other parts of the lift that they're doing it correctly, keeping their butt down or their feet flat, and because you'll look at the whole picture, and if one part of the picture moves, it draws your eyes to it. And when you see that, it automatically know it's a red card. And then you just decide which one it is, red, blue, or yellow. Andy Furness is now the lifter, 177 kilograms on the bar, 391 pounds.
Plays second at Bench Worlds in Austin, Texas. Looking to return to Norway.
Lock it out, finish.
Just there at the top.
No, it was so close. Oh, it was close as it gets. Watch it. Brings it down the chest, shoots it off halfway, gets it up, and is
Right at lockout. Just a little too much today.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. All right, well, Michael Rodriguez is up, and he is going to reattempt that Powerlifting America national record he went for earlier. On his second attempt, he's reattempting 178 kilograms, 392 pounds on the bar for a Powerlifting America national bench press record attempt for Michael Rodriguez. Perfect spotty hit. Oh, looking great. Drives it home to lockout. Let's see what the referees say. It looked good from here. New national record for Michael Rodriguez. Excellent. Watch him hit this. Perfect technique. Shot it off the chest. Drives it home with authority. Excellent job, Michael Rodriguez. Up next with 413 pounds, 187.5 kilos is Thomas Tombler. He's having a good day so far in the equipped division. He is 2 for 2, and he's going to go for 2.5 more kilos to go 3 for 3.
Oh, well. Well, all right. There's a bit of a delay here. We're waiting to see. There could have been an attempt change that went in.
Looks like some people are playing a little bit of strategy here to make sure they get ahead for that world team spot. So they're all playing a bit of strategy. They're going to be bumping up their lift.
Give us 1 second to set the computer.
Okay, well, it looks like Thomas is taking a much larger attempt.
Yeah,
if that's the
so
case.
I believe what had happened was at bench only meets, you are allowed to change your third attempt twice.
Mm-hmm.
So Thomas potentially could have been changing it. And the
Is
rule,
it twice or 3 times?
It's twice. And the rule is you've got to change it before they call bars loaded. And it is someone's job to hit that attempt change button so that the spotters, the referees know, hey, let's take a pause. Let's make sure we get this attempt change in. We don't want Thomas to be coming out to the wrong weight when he rightfully put in an attempt change before the time was up.
And how it happens is, and she's describing it excellently, how it is that the place where they turn in their attempts is right behind the screen over here on the left-hand side of your screen, the big Powerlifting America banner, and before their name is called, they have these cards. The card has to be dropped on the table before their weight is called, and then they can change it. If their name is called, too late.
And thankfully, we were able to correct that mishap, make sure the right weight was on the bar for Thomas. That would have been, I mean, he would have had to get a relift. It would have been a whole mess.
Well, he didn't go for 202. He stayed at 187.5, 413-pound third attempt for Thomas Tumbler. Brings it down, looks under control. Oh, I would say that's going to be a tough one.
Extremely close.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to go.
I think there's a blue card coming. Yep. Blue card for up and down moving the bar. You'll see it on the second time he pauses, I believe. First time, second time, right there it
Right
was.
there.
And he drove it home. Got to keep the momentum going. You can stop, but you can't go down.
And I mean, he did make the right call by dropping all the way down
Yes.
to just that 2.5 kilo jump, had his hand at it, still walked away with all that he could
So
on the
this
day.
is who he must have been competing against and putting the pressure on Tom's. No? Well, Tom Sentich, two-time IPF World Bench Press Champion. Tom Sentich is up at 202.5 kilos, 446 pounds on the bar. Good call by his coach saying chest up, lock it out,
Lock it
finish.
out.
Oh, it went backwards. No.
I think the exact same thing had happened on his second attempt.
So
Thankfully, he was
close.
able to get his opener in. Still walks away with 175.
Look at this pop off the chest. Look like he's almost there to lock it out. And
That's the heartbreaking thing about equipment. I mean, it will look so good. It pops off the chest, and you're holding your breath, that lockout, waiting for them to lock it out, and sometimes it's just not there.
his bar got back a little bit too much towards the eyes and rolled back. If he could have kept it towards his feet, I think he could have finished and drove it to lockout. Completed the lift. Well, up next with 250 kilogram third attempt is William Holloway. He's in the junior division, bench only. Junior division, 93 kilogram weight class, 551 pounds on the bar for William Holloway.
Huge attempt here at his equipped debut on the national stage. Let's see it.
Pulling it down. He's rowing it down like he's supposed to. Pops it off his chest. No, he didn't come off with enough speed. That's probably not going to go. Yeah, he stalled out there.
Crowd gets behind him.
Got to have a little more pop and power to drive through those triceps. But he's got the strength. It's coming around. It's just a matter of time. He's got it. He's stabilizing it. He just couldn't drive it home.
He did all the right things. He brought it down with control. He had that technique. Yeah, you can see him just not there today.
All
I mean,
right.
that is why that is a strategy. You open up raw, you take your next 2 attempts equipped just in case, because you never know what can happen in the equipment.
That is correct. Kevin Hutchinson's up with 120 kilograms, 265 pounds on the bar for the man from Indiana.
We're moving straight into the second flight, continuing the action here for session 2, day 3.
All right, this is our first flight A just ended. Now we're on to flight B. Kevin Hutchinson.
Reigning world champion.
I think
Austin,
he's down
Texas.
a weight class now, though. He's 105 today.
No, he's the same weight class.
Same weight class?
Same weight class. He's been hanging around there for quite a while. Won the world championships back in 2016.
Nice.
Has quite the
nice.
resume on him.
Oh, yeah, Kevin's been around quite a long time. Good lift for Kevin. He's a fantastic gentleman. Up next is Ron Falcone Jr. Ron is in the Masters 3 division, 105 kilogram weight class, and he's opening with 132.5 kilograms, 292 pounds on the bar. He's got some interesting colors going on there with those shoes.
I love it. Love when lifters show their style on the platform.
He's got some style, no doubt about it. Black and red is his thing. A little bit of white mixed in.
Another one of our lifters who is very, very experienced. Competed at Bench Nationals last year, competed at the NAPFs as well.
And Ron is from New Jersey. Ooh, I would say he's going to get a no lift on that either way, as a yellow and a blue.
Yeah, that's going to be those yellow cards there.
Yeah. If you're watching it, when it came off the chest, he got the press command and it dipped.
Jumped it.
Well, he got pressed and it up there.
Yeah,
There you go.
it was like it was almost like 2 attempts in a sense. Even if it was like you try it, come back, try again. Even if it's that minuscule of an amount of bar movement, our referees are going to catch that.
Up next is Aiden Quinn. Aiden Quinn is the lifter with 135 kilograms, 298 pounds on the bar.
This is going to be Aiden's debut to the national stage. Opening just 7.5 kilos under his best as a sub-junior lifter.
He could be in a bit of a easy opening attempt.
Nice opener.
I'm not sure what he's got written across his arms. Prep 46.
Hey, I've got stuff written all over my arms from coaching yesterday.
No, but on his equipment though. On your equipment, you're not allowed to have any writing other than.
All right.
If the referees choose to say anything. If the referees choose anything. That was it. Up next, we have the president of Powerlifting America, the Robert Keller from Florida, is up with 155 kilograms, 342 pounds, opening equipped bench for the president of Powerlifting America, Robert Keller. Looking good. His setup looks strong. Expands his stomach, chest. Drives it home with authority. Great lift by Robert Keller.
Beautiful job.
Robert is on the board. Good job, Robert.
That lift, that 155 opener is the number that he ended his competition at the NAPF Championships last year. Placed on the podium at Worlds last year. Just a good competitor and the president of Powerlifting America, as you said.
Up next is Keith Taylor. Keith Taylor is up with 162.5 kilograms, 358 pounds on the bar. I remember as a younger lifter, when I was first several years, you always wondered if some of the older guys and the referees are still competing. Well, guess what? A whole bunch of them are here. They're still lifting. And that meant something to me, to know that the people out there judging me are still lifting too.
Absolutely. That's the beautiful thing about this sport. You see people who give back. I mean, we just saw Robert Keller. We just saw Keith as well.
Keith with 3 white lights had a great job, a great lift at 358 pounds.
Nice opener there.
Great job of Keith Taylor. Little off balance there, but got the rack command and 3 white lights. Up next is with 408-pound opening raw bench press. Well, he's going raw. Is 185 kilograms. Is William Big Bill Campbell is up with 408 pounds. Opening bench press here today at the 2025 Powerlifting America Bench Press Nationals.
There we go.
Easy opening attempt for Big Bill.
Nice work there.
I wonder if we'll see him squeeze into a bench press shirt.
2 to 1. It's a good lift.
No idea what the saw there on that one.
Bar is loaded for Andrew Boudreau.
Yeah, that could have been a mistake there. That looked like a great lift.
And sometimes that happens where you accidentally hit the red button. Yeah, no, I've done that myself. Andrew Boudreau is now the lifter. Andrew Boudreau from Louisiana. Couldn't be hard to imagine a Boudreau not being from Louisiana, wouldn't it? Andrew Boudreau is up with 187.5 kilograms, 413 pounds on the bar for Andrew Boudreau.
Junior lifter making his debut to the Powerlifting America national stage.
Looking solid, great technique. Drives it off his chest. Easy
Nice
opening
there.
attempt for Andrew Boudreau. Great job, Andrew.
White lights. And again, I mean, this is his debut to the Powerlifting America national stage. Starting out strong.
Oh, excellent lift, excellent lift. With an old school belt, too. Up next is Corey Charleston. Corey Charleston's up with 192.5 kilograms, 424 pounds on the bar for Corey Charleston.
Love the last name. Shout out South Carolina.
Yeah, that's your home state. Yeah. Now, if somebody else comes out named Myrtle Beach, we're going to have real issues. All right, Corey Charleston, 424-pound opening bench press. Good. Takes a big breath of air, expands that chest.
Oh,
Perfect
wow.
spot to hit it. Oh, and he sticks it on the left side. Oh, ran out of gas. He may be open too heavy.
I was amazed at how well he got that bar right there, motionless so quickly, which is difficult in the equipment, and then, just isn't able to drive. Again, this is equipment. We can see him come back. I imagine he likely is going to stay at the same weight. Repeat that, get on the board.
Up next with 480 pounds on the bar opening attempt is Cale McDaniel. Cale McDaniel is a lifter, and he is from Louisiana as well. It's his home state.
Love seeing all these Louisiana lifters out here repping.
480 pounds for Cale.
Just 5 kilos under his personal best.
Solid lift for Cale. Excellent technique. Really drove through. Watch on the replay. You'll see when the lift starts, his whole body shifts upwards and back like he drives completely through his heels. Excellent technique. Watch it. Boom. Everything comes straight back into the bar. Great lift, Cale.
Yeah, and for Cale, this is going to be his first year in the junior division. He's actually a world champion himself on the sub-juniors.
Well, here we got a former IPF World Bench Press Champion and military member. William Thacker is on the platform. He's a member of the United States Army, I believe. He's opening with 245 kilograms, 540 pounds.
There we go.
Solid attempt, the referees say. Good lift, 2-1, 540 pounds for William Thacker. Great job.
Placed on the podium at the Bench Worlds last year. And like you said, he's been a previous world champion, looking to return to Norway.
He's looking to go back to glory. All right, starting second attempts at Flight B. Up is Ron Falcone. Ron Falcone, our well-dressed man on the platform. He's up, repeating his opening attempt of 132.5 kilograms, 292 pounds on the bar. Maybe he'll get some of that mojo from Bon Jovi or the boss and drive this thing home for a good lift. Let's go, Mr. Falcone with 292 pounds on the bar. Brings it down to his chest. Solid. Looks good. Let's see what the referees say.
The lift is good for Ron.
Good
White
lift.
lights.
All right, great job. Got all those technical problems out of the way and crushed it. Up next is Aiden Quinn. Aiden Quinn is the lifter. Second attempt with 320 pounds on the bar for Aiden Quinn, making a 22-pound jump, 10 kilos.
This would already be a 2.5 kilo competition best for Aiden if he makes this lift.
Let's see what he does. He looks strong on his opening attempt. Stays tight, yes. Brought that bar down top of his abdomen.
Ooh. You know what? And I almost thought he was able to get it.
I don't think the bar dropped, but let's see what the referees say. No lift.
See if we can check out on that replay.
He smacked it on the left side.
Yeah, he smacked the rack. He didn't even
Bam.
have downward motion, but since the bar was essentially already in the rack, that's going to be a no lift for racking it early. Hopefully
All right,
we come back.
up next is Powerlifting America president. He's giving fist bumps to everybody. With 160 kilograms on the bar, the president of Powerlifting America, Robert Keller, is about to tackle 3 353-pound bench press here at the 2025 Powerlifting America Bench Press Nationals presented by SBD. Robert looks good and tight. Brings it down to the USA logo. Drives it up. Robert is looking good.
Nice job there.
He's feeling young. He's feeling spry.
I think he's got another 5-ish kilos in the tank.
And 3 white lights for the president of Powerlifting America, Robert Keller. Oh, and he hit the rack. I didn't see that. He's going to have to scoot away a little bit. All right, up next, the man from Indiana, Kevin Hutchinson. He put on his bench press shirt. He's got 162.5 kilograms, 358 pounds on the bar for Kevin.
Yeah, and I mean, you can, even without seeing his opener, you can kind of tell that taking that big 42.5 kilo jump, he went back there, threw on his bench shirt.
Yeah, it's unlikely to take a 42.5 kilogram jump with a raw lift, isn't it?
Very unlikely.
Kevin Hutchinson. Brings it down, drives it up. Oh, he hit the rack as well.
I think that would be good. I don't think the bar dipped.
No, I don't think it either. No lift. One says up and down, other says beat a command.
Potentially the foot lifting off the ground.
Ooh, that right side did dip when he hit the rack. Can we see it one more time?
Don't think so.
Okay, that's all right. Keith Taylor is now the lifter with 375 pounds on the bar. Keith looked excellent on his opening attempt, and now he's going for 375 pounds on the bar. Brings it down to the USA logo, drives it off his chest. Keith is in fuego. That's 2 beautiful lifts by Keith Taylor.
Nice attempt there.
And 3 white lights again.
He's got room in the tank?
Oh, yeah. He's got at least 5 to 10 in him.
Yeah, probably going to jump another 7.5 or so.
He's doing a little bit better setup. If you notice, he sets up about 3 to 4 inches further back than everybody else on the handoff and not hitting the rack. We had 3 people smash the rack already. All right, up next is Corey Charleston with 192.5 kilos, retaking his opening attempt of 424 pounds.
Corey, just 20 years old, having to keep his composure here after missing that opening attempt.
How old is he?
20.
That'll be show a little maturity here. Stay tight, focus on this lift, then you can move on. Tight, there you go.
Very tight.
Nice.
Stick with it.
Oh, no, the right side. Let's see what the referees say.
2-1. It's going to be a no lift, unfortunately, for Corey. Get the ladder half.
Watch that right side.
There it is. Just barely dipping.
Man.
I don't even know if he fully locked it out, honestly.
If I was his coach, I'd say, Corey, we need to get your third one in. Go back here and practice breathing and load your body with oxygen for the next 10 minutes. And when you come back out there, there's no way
He's
you're
got
going to
another chance.
Yeah.
We saw some miraculous comebacks in the first session. I believe we can see it from Corey today.
Up next, the man from Louisiana, Andrew Boudreau. Andrew Boudreau is up with 441 pounds, 200 kilograms on the bar.
This would match his best in competition. Debut to the Powerlifting America National stage.
Solid looking, and he finishes. Looks good from iron position.
What do you think? I think he's got room in the tank.
Yep, 3 white lights for Andrew Boudreau.
What a great debut. I mean, matching your meet PR on your second attempt. You've got a couple more kilos in the tank, maybe 5, 7.5 or so.
All right, up next is Big Bill Campbell. He's taking a massive jump. He's going for the big 1/4 ton lift. He's going up from 408 to 502 pounds, 227.5 kilos, 502 pounds, a 1/4 ton. for Masters 3, 120 kilogram plus lifter, Big Bill Campbell.
And yeah, we see that huge 100-pound jump there. Quite a common strategy to get that first lift in, get on the board. You don't want to risk the national title. Now that he's already pretty much locked up the win in his division, throw on that bench shirt, have some fun on your second and third attempts.
Well, how many, I can't see the countdown. How many seconds has he got, Adriana?
Well, he might not be coming out, actually. He's got 10 seconds.
He will not be making his next
Getting
attempt.
a little bit ahead of myself here.
I
Not
believe
sure.
he's going to be taking a big attempt on his third attempt.
That is a strategy I've seen on the rare occasion where somebody skips their second attempt, getting a little bit more rest, going all in on their third attempt.
It's not uncommon in equipped lifting. If you put a wheel open with a raw lift and couldn't get your bench shirt on in time, you say, well, if I've
And
got...
perhaps you have to warm up. You have a little bit more time to warm up.
And he'll take that, they'll time out on their second attempt and then re-put in their lift for the third attempt and go for the number they wanted. Treat it as a 2-lift meet instead of a 3-lift meet. Up next is the young man, Kel McDaniel. He opened up solidly with 217.5 kilos. Now he's jumping to 230 kilos, over a quarter of a ton, 507 pounds on the bar for Kel McDaniel from Louisiana.
Reigning world champion in the sub-juniors.
Sub-junior powerlifting world champion. Nice.
Now entering the juniors.
Ooh, getting into the heavier competition. How old is he?
He's got to be like 18 years old or so.
Ooh, let's see what the referees say. He looks strong. 2-1, good lift.
Yeah, he is 18 years old. Just pressed
18.
230 kilos.
He just pressed a quarter of a ton at 18. That's pretty
Quite
impressive.
phenomenal.
Strong young man. Up next is William Thacker. William is an IPF bench press world champion in the Masters division. And he's up with 250 kilograms, 551 pounds.
I mean, I love seeing people who are so experienced, world champions coming back, and they're not afraid to show some fire, show some passion on the platform.
Williams, oh, that looked better than his first attempt.
Honestly, I think
Really
so too.
good lift, and he just walks off.
Oh, 2-1. Check
That's
this
got to
out.
be a foot movement or something
I
like that.
believe it could be his.
Let's see what happened.
Oh, his butt lifted off the bench.
Oh, it did? I wasn't even looking.
And I believe that is why it moved better than his first attempt. That's why that rule is there. But
Well-
having your butt lift off the bench does make the lift easier.
You got to keep your gluteus maximus in contact with the bench press. All right, moving right along. Up next is the start of our third attempts with Ron Falcone Jr. Ron is going for 142.5 kilograms, 314 pounds on the bar.
He ended up pressing 145 at the NAPFs last year. Just a shy under that.
So this is very doable for him.
Extremely doable.
Little
He's done
challenge
this
on his
before.
first attempt, got it on his second. So this is a
Jumped
weight
those 10
he's very
kilos.
comfortable with. Brings it down to the Titan logo, drives it off his chest.
Stick with it. Oh, wow.
Let's
That is going to be close.
You know, I would give him a white. I don't think the bar ever dipped.
3
Yes,
white
yes. It was consistently moving upwards, just a little slow. Popped off the chest, never came down.
It never dipped. Great way to end the day for Ron.
Yeah,
I mean,
big
missing your
lift for
opener, coming back, hitting it, jumping those 10 kilos. Awesome work there.
Fantastic job. Up next with 145 kilograms, 320 pounds on the bar will be Aiden Quinn. Aiden Quinn will be our lifter in the sub-junior. That means he's under 18 years of age, 120 kilogram weight class. I don't think he's going to stay under 120 very long if he's sub-junior.
Yeah, that's the thing about, I mean, I was a sub-junior lifter myself. I think I've gone on 2 weight classes since then. You want to eat, you want to grow into the sport. Let's
And
see
get
Aiden.
stronger. All right, Aiden brings it down. Great spot. Really?
I don't know if that's going to count.
It's going to
Very
be close. Let's see what the referees say. No lift. Head up and down on the bar. Yep, I have tend to agree with the referees.
I have to agree there as well.
It popped off. Looked like it did. Yep, there it was.
It was so
Slight.
close. Very, very close call there.
It was a slight dip, but there was clearly a dip as he tried to press up. He got it in the right position. It came down, and he finished it out. Up next with 100, repeating his second attempt of 162.5 kilograms is Kevin Hutchinson. Kevin's got 358 pounds on the bar. Easily pressed the weight last time. Just got to get everything else lined up. Get far enough away from the rack. There you go. It looks like he's far enough away that time. Bring it down nice and tight. Pops it off the chest. Ooh.
Not going to happen today. Thankfully, he did get that opener in.
And that's why you get your opener in. It keeps you in the meet if everything else doesn't go quite the way you play it. All right, one last time, we have the president of Powerlifting America approaching the platform. 162.5 kilos on the bar, 358 pounds for Robert Keller, the president of Powerlifting America here at the 2025 Powerlifting America Bench Press National Championships.
Just taking that minimum 2.5 kilo jump, and I think that's the right call.
160 looked like it had a little giddy up to it, and I think Robert's ready for this. He'll drive through it and send it home to lockout. His technique's quite excellent. Takes the weight. Down to the chest he comes.
There we go.
That was easier than his second attempt.
It was almost easier than his first.
Yeah.
Looked like his best attempt yet.
Looks like he finally woke up and decided he wanted to lift some weights today. Great job, Robert Keller.
I mean, he's been working all weekend. He's probably going to be on the jury table later.
He's been on the jury table the whole time, hasn't he, somewhere?
He's been working, and he what a win. 3 for 3.
Great day. All right, up next with 172.5 kilograms. I thought he might take a bigger jump than that. He looked really impressive. 172.5 kilograms on the bar is Keith Taylor. Keith Taylor has 380-pound third attempt bench press. Oh!
I almost thought that was going to be a super close call, but just at the top there. 3 blue cards, 3 red lights. There was a clear up and down motion.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. Yeah, you see it right there.
Yeah, even at the first
right
one,
there
the second
again,
one was
yeah.
even more obvious. I mean, thankfully
Yeah,
he did
look
only
up-
jump 2.5 kilos.
I don't know if you can see his coach on the right side of the bald head in the red shirt. You can see him when he went up and down. He went, oh!
And as the coach, you're just kind of praying that the referees might have missed it, that you get away with it, but...
Not these referees. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're very, very aware and doing a really good job.
All right, here we go.
Corey Charleston is a lifter. He's missed this twice. 424 pounds on the bar for Corey Charleston. This will keep him in the meet. The young man from Louisiana needs this lift to stay in the competition. He's definitely got the strength.
He's got the strength. He's just have to hone in on his technique.
Stay tight.
Breathe.
Stay tight, big air in his chest, and drive it home to lockout.
We're all behind him.
Let's go, Corey. Nice, good technique. Drive it off his chest. Finish, finish, finish.
Finishes the lift. Let's see what the judges say.
Let's see what they say. It's going to be interesting.
Ooh, and that is unfortunately going to be...
It's either his butt or his foot.
Now, you cannot see it on the replay, but we are on the view that's on the opposite side, and I did see that heel unfortunately lifting off the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be our first bomb out, but it was good to get that experience on the national level stage. I've bombed out myself before. You can come back. it sets up a redemption arc.
Yes, it does. I've done it a few times myself. It's unfortunate.
It happens.
It happens.
It happens. It's a learning experience.
The longer you lift, the bomb out only gets closer. All right, up next is Andrew Boudreau with 210 kilos, 465 pounds on the bar, 63 pounds. Solid, finish it. Yes, sir, Andrew Boudreau. That was good.
Staff.
He's excited. He pops up on his toes.
I love that little celebration there.
Great.
I would celebrate too. That's a 10-kilo PR for him.
Really? Congratulations, Mr. Boudreau, with a 10-kilo PR.
First time competing at a Powerlifting America national event, ending with a 10-kilo PR, 3 for 3. What more could you ask for?
All right, here comes Big Bill Campbell with 227.5 kilos, 502 pounds, a quarter of a ton lift for Masters 3 lifter in the 120 kilogram plus super heavyweight division, Big Bill Campbell. I would say that's going to get a no.
Yeah, you had the
up and
exact
down.
same reaction as me.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
interestingly, it's a white light from one side.
I would say that would be an accident.
Probably so.
Up.
Yeah.
And see right there it is.
It was, so unfortunate because he had such a good drive and pop off his chest.
It really is like the pop off the chest took it all the way straight to lockout, and he was trying to catch up with it the whole time, and it went back down on him.
If you're not able to handle the rebound that you get, and that's where that dip in the bar can come.
Well, if you're so jacked up that you shoot it off so fast that your hands have to catch up, that means you got plenty of power in the tank. Up next is Cale McDaniel. Cale McDaniel's got 240 kilograms, 529 pounds on the bar for this 18-year-old young man.
Debut in the juniors.
From Louisiana.
See him get this lift.
Cale brings it down to his chest. Drives it home. That was better.
I think that should be a good lift.
That was better than his second attempt. I agree with the announcer. Perfect attempt for Cale McDaniel, 529.
And it is so impressive to see an 18-year-old have such refined technique. Down to the arch, but making sure he still gets that elbow depth. The technique of bringing the bar to the chest, finding that pocket, shooting up. Great job there.
Absolutely. Up next is our Army veteran.
We do have a change.
Oh, we have a change. Okay.
William Thacker is going 262.5.
Okay, just a bit of technical issues here.
All right, they got to show them the plates so they can load them here. There's been a change in the attempts.
Cale McDaniel was successful.
Yeah, so this was happening a little bit 2 days ago. Just a bit of technical difficulties with lifting cast.
This will be our final lift in session 2.
Making sure we don't have any misloads here.
William Thacker will be the lifter with 262.5 kilograms, 579 pounds on the bar for Army veteran William Thacker.
Missed that second attempt, opted to go up anyways.
I think he's got the strength. The second one moved really fast. He's definitely got it. Stay tight. Finish with focus.
Going for an all-time PR here.
That'll be a no lift for William.
Fiked his way to the top, but I think I saw the exact same thing you did.
His head completely came off the bench press, and they're gonna give him for that. And he didn't quite finish the lift, so he gave a mighty effort. Yeah, mighty effort by William Thacker. Just a bit short.
He's got the strength for it. He can come back and get that the next one.
No doubt about it. He has the strength. But here we are. We finished up session 2 with some fabulous lifts. Daniel Sides had a big lift at 142.5 kilograms at 74 kilo body weight. Steve Petrinzik did awesome. Chip Holquist. Let's see some of these others. 185 kilograms by Thomas Tombler. He had a fabulous lift. 245 kilogram opening attempt for William Thacker. Probably going to put him close to the best lifter so far. And Cale McDaniel, the young man from Louisiana, 240 kilograms, 529 pounds. Absolutely phenomenal lifting here at session 2.
We saw Robert Keller, 3 for 3.
How did
Phenomenal
I miss
attempt
that?
selection.
Robert
Phenomenal
Keller, the
attempt selection.
president of Powerlifting America, out there on the platform saying, hey, I still do this and love this too.
What an exciting session that was.
It was exciting. It was a great session. We saw a lot of exciting lifts, a great comeback story in Benjamin Clark. And so we're going to be moving on now to session 3 in just about 50 minutes. And for the 2025 Powerlifting America Bench Press Nationals in New Orleans, Louisiana, presented by SBD, I'm Clint